rise with the sun and a vision in view, where the skies are clean and the hearts are true. We dine with delight, we sip slow and smile, living each moment in Live Eco style. From mountains to oceans we follow the breeze, in fashion that flows in comfort and ease. With every small step, with joy we compile a world more beautiful. Live Eco style. All the good things in
Well, good morning,
life.
everybody, and it is a beautiful July 28th, I guess it is today, and it's Monday, and continuing our series of what do producers do? Well, we get ready to do a lot of things, but anyway, I'm Randy Weckerly with the Distillery Channel. We just got in off the golf course, beautiful morning, had a little bit of rain early on, but we got in, worked in our game, did some stretching, went to the gym, and it's a great day. We're getting ready for our big trip. You can see back on the wall the state of Wisconsin, and for you youngsters, that's called a map. So before we had GPS in our phone, we had to actually look at maps and see where we're going. So Wisconsin, we're going to be heading out day after tomorrow for a big trip, as we've told you about, going through beginning at the southern end of Wisconsin, and we're going to be heading up through Baraboo, the Dells. We're going to be having dinner at Ishnala one of these nights this week. We're going to be staying at the Kalahari for a couple nights. We want to thank them for the invitation to come and understand what they're all about. We're going to be using their spa services for 2 days. So we're looking forward to that, and going to be going down and seeing my friend Clint down at the Baraboo Country Club. I believe it's going to be Wednesday, and we might get a little golf in early in the morning, but I'm actually going to be going up, and I have a couple lessons I'm going to be giving up there privately to some old friends, and going to be working on their game briefly on Wednesday afternoon. After Wednesday, we're going to be heading out, after a couple days, nights at the Kalahari, we're going to be heading up to Mellon, Wisconsin to visit with our friends Bob and Judy, staying at their cottage on a beautiful lake. Extremely quiet. The loons do come in and sing in the morning. They're actually swans that live on the lake that make it extremely beautiful, and the sunsets are incredible. And so Golfers Golf and Travel has been really, really active over the past several weeks. Our travel team is heading out around the world. Of course, we're under the umbrella of Live Eco Style, which if you go to liveecostyle.com, you can see all of our videos, our interviews with our media team, and our media team is growing. We're going to be adding on a new media member beginning next week, whose first name is Mary, a wonderful humanitarian, a world traveler without question, just getting back from an extended visit out through South Dakota, Yellowstone, the Badlands, up through North Dakota, and back through Minnesota. And I can't wait to catch up with her live here in the studio next week. And she's going to become one of my media partners here in the studio on a weekly basis. And when you sit and hear her adventures, it's going to be a lot of fun. Robert Mills, our mountain climber, humanitarian, consumer advocate, retired attorney, who has been relating some of his death-defying mountain climbs back in the 70s on our Golfers Golf and Travel show, and then on Live Eco Style. Those stories have been harrowing, and knowing that Robert has climbed 56 of the top 57 mountains in the United States, there's nobody more incredible in the world than Robert to sit talk about a mountain climbing. But Robert and his wife are heading out to Portugal, and his wife
We rise with the
understand
sun.
she plans these amazing trips, and they're going to be going to Madeira Island, which is off the coast over in Spain and Portugal. They have an extensive trip lined up. We're going to be doing some live features with him. They're going to do some great dining. And you always have to remember that we celebrate all the good things in life here at Live Eco Style and Golfers Golf and Travel and all the other affiliates that we have. But he's going to be sharing the taste treats, the adventure of probably going to be gone for about 2 or 3 weeks. London Grace, is over in Europe right now visiting her son in Germany, but she is gathering items to share with us when she gets back. She's going to be phoning in next week to talk about her travels through Europe. And last time, if you remember, she went through Eastern Europe and on a very extensive trip. So she gives tremendous updates, and we're going to get the big and the small stories from her. Art Strickland, our golf guru, he is a multi time author, nearly 20 books, president of the Texas Golf Writers Association, is going to be joining us, I'm sure, during Ryder Cup week. And don't forget to go to the Art of Golf Travel if you want to participate in some of our most iconic trips around the world. Again, looking at next year, we do have trips going to the Masters if you want to come down and be with us there. But then, Ireland, Scotland, and generally all the places where the majors are played, Art lines up terrific trips, and you want to sit and take a look at those. So our travel team is going and growing. For myself, I'm very, very excited to get back on the road. Getting back up to northern Wisconsin, we're going to be just south of Lake Superior, and we're going to go to a place that I've never been, don't really know that much about. It's called Madeline Island. It's out in Lake Superior. You go to Bayfield, you catch a ferry, and you have a nice little trip out in Lake Superior to go to Madeline Island. And interesting stories there is that if people live there year round, so kids don't go to school there. They have to get either take the ferry when the water is open, or they have these boats that have the big fans on the back that shuttle them back and forth every day. And they say it is a loud and noisy, cold ride to get up and go to school. So think about your walks uphill, downhill, as we say. But we're very, very blessed that Live Eco Style, our global eco traveling eco certification, is taking off. We are looking at many different cultures and countries that are coming to us to participate with that. We also are very excited is that, golfers and people get involved in a lot of things. And due to our resilience and our people stretching across the country, we are now becoming involved in the world of auto racing. And auto racing, what that means is that all these tracks that are lined up through the United States, we're going to be working with to help promote and bring in new great sponsors, develop new great relationships for all of our companies, because the millions of people that go to auto racing, all the way from F1 to Indy to dirt tracks in your own community, from the smallest cars to the fastest cars, from the ones that are made in the garage to the ones that are made in the most ideal conditions around the world. We're going to be working in the world of auto racing, and I'm really excited about that. Coming from a time period when I grew up in the 60s, when the cars, when you opened up the hood, you can actually understand what a carburetor was and those things. I am no mechanic, know nothing about it, but we had an old car show here in Sycamore this past weekend, and I always reminisce that if I would have kept my cars, I could have had them in that show. So we're really, really blessed. We're really happy that you've been participating with coming to our website, Golfers Golf and Travel. Over the past 30 days, we've had nearly 800,000 people come and check out. Be sure to like and follow us. A lot of people forget that. They think we're going to be, swamping them with all kinds of stuff. We don't get into emailing. We don't get into sending out junk mail. We don't get into doing anything. We just simply want you to enjoy what we put up there, and then tell us where you want us to go. Leave a few comments. We want to hear what you think about the world of golf. I'm going to be getting into a scenario of, because I have been a teacher, I have worked in golf my life. I did play competitive golf, not nearly good enough to play on tour, but good enough to teach. And I did have my own driving range, and I did teach for many years. So I'm going to be getting into what it's like if you're a female, male, new, intermediate, what the world of golf is today, because it has changed. COVID changed the world of golf. It increased the numbers playing. It's very difficult to get tee times. You got to be a little disciplined, but you really want to know what you're doing when you go to the course, and we want you to have fun. So there's a lot of things you can go find on YouTube. Quite honestly, some of those are great teachers. Some of them don't know what they're doing, in my opinion, and they're just trying to get a spot in YouTube. I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is I'm going to give you fundamental, how I taught, no BS. You can go do it for yourself. And what we say is, like Hogan said, and my good friend Doug Sanders, is that you got to go and dig it out of the dirt. I mean, you got to go get some balls, and your body will tell you a lot about what it takes to play the game of golf. And then go out to the golf course and have fun. Respect the game. Replace your divots. Fix your ball marks. And be respectful to what God has created for us to play, because he creates that beautiful tapestry every day, and it changes every day. So anyway, this is old Uncle Randy. I appreciate you listening to an update on what it takes to be a producer. We're going to get on the road. We're going to have daily updates. We're going to share the kind of food that we find. We're going to share what it's like to go to the Dells. I mean, I'm not going to go to the water parks, but kids, they love those water parks, and they're all over. But the Dells I used to go to as a kid, way back in the 50s. My parents used to take me there. So we're going to go back and reminisce a little bit. We're going to go have some great food at Ishnala, probably the number one diner in Wisconsin. And from there, we're going to go to who's calling me right now. We're going to go to the Delta Diner, way up in Upper Wisconsin, and that's out in the woods. And if you don't know about the Delta Diner, you're going to find out this coming week. It's in the woods. It's hard to get to. It's iconic. It's great. Anyway, so Uncle Randy, check back next week. Check back through this week. I'm going to have a lot of updates right here in Golfers, Golf, and Travel. And with our Live Eco Style team, and where we celebrate all the good things in life, which are dining, sipping, travel, recreation, golf, health, sports, family, and fun. As my grandfather always said, no matter where you always go, when you leave, always leave a better footprint. I'll let you determine what that means. So for today, old Uncle Randy, you have a good one, and celebrate summer. It's still here. Bye-bye.